Welcome to The Way We See It. I'm Daniel.
I'm Sheldon.
I'm Matt.
I'm Bernard Shaw.
Perfect.
No, I am Mark Scott Lazar Jolak.
All right. So we are a film and tech podcast.
And video games
And
and,
video.
entertainment.
Well, I mean, I consider that tech.
Yeah.
In just everything we can
You know
think
what?
of.
If it's
Yeah.
got a chip
Might as
in
well.
it, we'll probably talk about it.
Sure.
Stories, life,
Stories, life.
No
Love.
shit, there I was.
adventure.
Does Life and Love have a chip in it?
It can.
Ooh.
Soon enough, it will.
Did you
Does,
not see
do
her?
real dolls count as technology?
Have you not gone
Yes,
to
they
Sarah's
do.
Secrets?
And believe me,
I'm
they're
talking
very
about that
real.
movie with Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
All right. But let's get into the main talk now, which we're going to start off with just to get to know, let everyone get to know us. Top 5, top whatever movies of the year so far.
Okay, so I'm going to start with my number 3 pick here. It's Deadpool.
We're doing we're starting. Is it top 3? Because some of us,
I don't even have a list.
Mine's not in order.
That's a great start.
you can just jump in with.
Well,
No, it's
here,
fine.
I'll just go. My pick is.
Okay, yeah,
One
we'll
of my picks is.
we'll go around the table with a pick,
Yeah.
sure, and a reason why.
Because I went with I made a list of the movies I actually saw that were new movies this year.
Yes,
I've seen many on Netflix, but those are old
Yeah.
and
Doesn't
not
count.
necessarily.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be this year, and just a reason why you'd want to talk about it, let everyone know why it was good, that kind of thing. Go ahead, Sheldon.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll start off with Legend of Tarzan. It had excellent storytelling. It was a revitalization of the character for a new generation. Excellent casting. CGI obvious. The gorillas and that. The question camera was.
I just want to point out
What?
that Matt was shaking his head the whole time you were saying The Legend of Tarzan.
Well, this is.
Were
also
we
the
watching
idiot
the
that went and
same
saw
movie?
I just want to point out this is also the idiot that went and saw the Ghostbusters remake last night after we
It
all told
was
him not
free.
Yeah. To be
it's,
fair,
it's his
It
job.
was free. It was my job.
I could have gone and saw that for free, and I still didn't want it. I
Matt-
still
Matt,
wanted to read
but I
it.
still watched Tarzan for free, and I didn't enjoy it.
Matt, explain why you can see movies for free.
I work at I'm a supervisor in AMC theaters here in Dallas, so I get free movies. I watch free movies
Yeah.
So I would go
to every
see
movie.
Ghostbusters for free.
Daniel, you barely got that out of your
I-
mouth. And
I
that
wish
look
I
was
had seen it so I
horrific.
could talk more shit about it and
That's
have a
true.
better platform to
Definitely.
be
Well,
talking
you know
about
what?
it.
Luckily, we're not the only ones that talk about this stuff. So I've got some quotes here talking about that exact issue.
We're jumping. We're jumping. We're gonna
like-
save Ghostbusters
Yeah,
for after.
Ghostbusters is later.
That is a
save
whole
for who
topic.
you're gonna call. Yeah.
All right. So Legend of Tarzan, is any more you wanted to say about it?
Despite what my colleague here is saying, I did enjoy the movie. It was good. I'm a big Tarzan fan. Just ordered the whole Turner Classic Movie collection of Tarzan.
So do you think nostalgia plays a part in it?
It does, but it's also a way of introducing the character to a new generation.
Like, that's why Ghostbusters is so good, because nostalgia.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
You know what?
Okay, I'm
That's
sorry.
that's a good point, Daniel, because it's really bringing in the whole. All these studios are doing the franchise brand thing where they're not necessarily doing anything original. They're just slapping on the franchise brand, and that's what sells the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen that with countless franchises these last couple of years too.
That's what my list is kind of full with, is these franchises.
Well, a quote from one of my colleagues before he actually left AMC to pursue his own thing. When he was actually hanging up posters, he told me that it's the year of remakes, reboots, and sequels. Nothing's original this year thus far, and we're in July, so it's halfway, more than halfway.
Let's move on. Different
Please.
movie. The movie I want to talk about is not a remake, is not a reboot, not a sequel.
Oh,
I'm not saying it's my favorite movie of the year, but I really liked it. It's The Witch.
I still haven't seen it.
You work at the movie theater.
I
So,
got him
yeah.
the poster,
It just came out in February.
but it wasn't Sundance.
It was at Sundance. And it got a big going there at Sundance. But when it came here, I don't think a lot of people saw it. Like when it came to actually national like theaters, not a lot of people saw it. But I like it because I love horror movies, and the work they put into recreating the language of the time. Like it's English, but it's like backwoods, 1600s old English, and it's a little hard to understand, which is why some people don't like it, I think.
So was this more like an artsy thriller than actually?
Yes,
Like,
very.
it's not a slasher.
No, it's a little plot here. Farmers get like extradited from their community, and they end up just out in the middle of nowhere, and like strange stuff happens to them, and they start like turning on each other, the family.
It's got to be doing pretty good. I'm looking at the reviews here. It's got 91% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Yeah.
It's saying it's a fresh idea, and that, like you were saying, it's an original concept.
Yeah.
And yeah, more movies need that. Like that's because this is the year of reboots. I haven't seen The Witch, but now I kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
Like
It's really impressive. I mean, it's not going to be like the greatest movie of all time. It's probably not going to be your greatest movie of the year, but it's definitely something I would check out because it is different from everything else at the moment.
The only real original big title something that even comes close to original that we've seen this year, to be honest, other than The Witch, is Zootopia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to throw that out
The
there.
original
That's-
idea.
I put that as my number two.
I said close.
That's just more Disney Pixar. Like
I mean, it's not based on something else.
true.
Have you seen it?
I have not.
I actually
Okay.
haven't either.
I will say, like I said, I put this as my number two.
Is Zootopia?
Yes.
Really?
And I was saying it's not in any order. It's just the second one that came to my mind after The Witch. But I didn't want to go see it. I had to go with people, and they were like, "Oh, let's go see it. Let's go see it." And I was like, "I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want to check it out." They dragged me there, and I was pleasantly surprised. They do a really good job of world building, and it really made me excited for a sequel.
So for perspective, how old were these people that dragged you to go watch it?
My age, 22, 21, 22.
I just imagine like giant man children dragging you. Let's go see this, Daniel.
That's what I think of every time I look at you, Frodo.
I'm a tall midget. Thank you very much.
Oh, I know.
No, they're online. I play with like this clan, and they like half of them are like furries, and they went crazy for Zootopia. And
I think they went crazy for a whole other reason.
yes, they're
That's
a
why
lot
it
of their
went so
inner
well.
desires were met with this movie.
That's why
That
it
was a
went so
sticky
well.
Peter,
That's why
wasn't
I got
it?
a lot of money.
Yeah,
A lot of them came.
the whole DeviantArt Tumblr crowd.
All of them
I would
came.
say go watch it with an open mind. I don't think there's a lot of pandering to that furry market, I think maybe they were like, "Oh, it's got animals. Let's go." Oh.
Right.
But it's basically like a crime thriller but animated with, animals replacing humans. There are no humans in it whatsoever. It's all animals.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you like crime thrillers, that's what it is.
And it touches on a lot of racial undertones too.
That is true.
Yeah, that was the big hype on that.
And well, actually, a lot of people argue that it does have racial undertones and all that. I don't think it's about race as much as it is about community and being able to do whatever you want. Like you shouldn't limit yourself.
That might have been the comment on race, was just that. It's about community, not race.
I know there were some posts, I didn't put them up, but there were some posts that were saying like it's talking about racism, and it's not. In my mind.
Right. Well, on the topic of other original movies, this is the one that I was the most excited about, and it's the most fun I've had in a theater really watching a movie. Hardcore Henry.
Yes, that was going to be mine when it came around. to me.
I remember when you and I went and saw Deadpool and we saw the trailer for that, and your eyes just lit up.
Yeah, because it started out as this like Russian music video, there was two of them. There was like the song's called like Bad Motherfucker, and it's a fucking rock track. And then it's all point of view, the entire music video, and that's how this entire movie is done. There's a single scene that isn't point of view, and it's like it's one little artsy shot to give the guy some background. But other than that, the entire movie is point of view, and it's exciting. And they found a way to make it funny, and then they even found ways to like, you would think it would make you sick, like it's just action for like an hour and a half, but they found ways to break it up with editing and stuff. It was my top pick.
So when I saw the trailer in theaters, I will say I have not seen the movie. When I saw the trailer in theaters, I was just like, this looks like YouTube.
Yeah, it's because it's all shot with the
GoPro?
GoPros, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is GoPro, so there's some quality in certain parts.
I don't doubt that it's a good movie. It's just when I was in the theaters watching the trailer, I was like, I thought it was a joke at first.
It almost kind of is, and it's like a Russian-Chinese production team, like, but
But they're making big movies now. They just released Free State of Jones, and they had Bad Moms, I think, is coming up.
yeah. Oh, that was all from the same guys.
Yeah.
So they released Free State of Jones. How well did that do?
Not too well.
Yeah.
I mean, it has Matthew McConaughey in it.
Well, all right.
Lincoln
all
commercials
right.
do too.
You know why I keep driving the Lincolns? Because Lincoln pays me to drive the Lincolns.
We gotta go to space, Murph. Gotta attach that space coupler.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
All
Lord.
right.
Oh,
You know,
rattle.
I don't know. I thought it was original enough idea though that it's worth mentioning. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
it was fun. Like,
I'll see it at some point.
like there's a lot of movies that pretend to be cerebral or like forcing on like these romance plots. This thing like it didn't pretend that its plot was anything other than just action and fun, and it was just a blast to fucking watch.
Sure. Do you have one other than Hardcore Henry, Matt?
Oh God. I mean, I probably watched a lot of movies because I watch movies at my theater, but I can't really think of any.
Well, the big obvious ones you could probably talk about are the franchises that have been going on, all the Marvel stuff. So there's
Yeah, but those are
there's-
movies that you're asking about movies that I like.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, then yeah.
I mean, the only one I can think of was we had 1,000 events at our theater, and we watched the original Ghostbusters. So let's say that for now on my first go around.
well,
okay.
I'll sit here with comment on all you guys.
You technically did
I'll
watch
just-
it in 2016, so I guess we'll take it.
I'll just talk shit about you guys.
Well,
Yeah,
while
so
not
there's-
contributing at all.
like the other two like that I'm talking about that were also the big franchise movies are Captain America: Civil War
That was okay.
and X-Men: Apocalypse.
That was not okay.
No, yeah, X-Men Apocalypse was like they do all this like big setup like, oh yeah, the world's ending, but the only thing he destroys is Egypt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was
really the state of things there right now.
he, he had Magneto do the whole bridge thing, right?
Oh yeah, I guess yeah, he destroyed bridges all around the world.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We
I
can't
don't know. I
rebuild
saw it-
Bridges.
Like Apocalypse, you're gonna have to drive the long way to work.
I thought it was okay. It wasn't anywhere near my top 4,
Yeah.
top 5, whatever.
That seems to be the problem with like these Marvel movies that they're just okay. It's
E-
just like, oh, you want to keep seeing this character? Here's another okay.
Even
But
Captain America was in there.
But the X-Men, aren't they done by Fox now?
Yeah,
it's
they
not
are.
necessarily
That's
Marvel
true.
at
They're,
the
they're
moment.
separate. Yeah.
Although on
It's a
that-
Marvel property.
On that note,
Yeah.
you know what? Let me jump in here with pick number 2 because it might be something we can actually agree on. Deadpool.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Yes.
It was pretty good. It was a refreshing break in like the whole other superhero type style movies.
Yeah, I mean it was. Definitely,
It was enough parody and satire, but also being a superhero movie.
Yeah, as well as I'm glad Ryan Reynolds kept going after Fox to get it done.
That was probably the only way it was going to become the Deadpool that people wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, what? You didn't like the one from X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Fuck that shit.
What movie?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It never happened. Yeah. The Merc with a mouth sewn shut.
Yeah. Yeah, like I liked Deadpool a lot. Saw it twice. Saw it in theaters and then saw it at the Union. They played it at like midnight for Union Day. I liked it. I thought it was reminiscent of another movie, which was like one of my favorite movies of like 2014, I think. John Wick, with its like
I still need to watch that, and I have it. in my
death
collection.
ballet, you know, gunplay.
Didn't
What do
watch
they call it? Gun ballet. That's what they call it.
The violence was like more like for comedic effect though. Like it didn't focus. the very first scene on the bridge they spent a lot of time on, but all the other fight scenes and stuff are very just like they don't do
Generic
like
fight scenes.
clear camera work on it. They do the quick cuts and stuff.
Except
Yeah.
for him killing the guy in the Zamboni. I mean, that's just hysterical.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was yeah.
Death by Zamboni. That's
That's the point though. It was like it wasn't like it wasn't an action movie. It was definitely a comedy movie. They put action. It was like a slapstick comedy, but like the slapstick was instead of the Three Stooges bopping each other on the head, it was Deadpool shooting somebody through the head 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Well, since Deadpool was so popular being R, now every movie that comes out now just wants to be rated R.
I'm for that. I hate censorship. I want uncut adult fucking tell me a real story movie.
But is it censorship or is it pandering to people?
Well, all right, yeah, you got me there. 'Cause Deadpool is definitely pandering.
Well, it depends.
Well, I mean, like the bad pandering, like we're just gonna put rated R just to try to sell tickets or try to
Yeah, so it's just
set
gonna
your
be-
expectations
They're
pretty
just
high.
gonna make a snuff film.
How many
Oh, yeah,
how
of
many
course.
times can we say the word fuck, you know?
Yeah,
Feckity feck feck feck.
but
Yeah.
does South Park still has that record, right? Biggest longest uncut or whatever.
biggest longest
I
fuck.
think they, you know what?
The,
let me
the
look
movie.
it up.
Look it up, Sheldon. Look it up.
We're looking for how many. Who holds the records for most fucks in a movie, right?
Well, like most of the time saying it.
Probably go to
'cause-
porn for that.
Yeah. Sasha Grey.
Let's not bring that up. That's a dark spot in film history right now.
Well, yeah, she was in a movie, wasn't she?
Was she?
Yeah, she did a real movie. Well, she did the one where they're like they're the Entourage. She was in Entourage,
Yeah, I think so. But wasn't she playing herself?
possibly. It's like
Didn't see that one either. Had the
No.
opportunity.
I didn't see it, but like, yeah, if she was playing herself, it's like, all right, now just just be yourself when you're taking this big dick and you're
Just lay there.
Okay.
no. Never mind. We're not gonna talk. This isn't a review show of pornography. This
No.
is a whole other.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's our
I
next
do.
podcast.
I do have the statistics and the record here for fuck.
Yeah.
The Wolf of Wall Street actually holds the record
Wow.
at 569, with a rate of 3.16 uses per minute. The next
still didn't get an award.
next big name on this list is Straight Outta Compton, with 392 at 2.35.
That's not
uses a
surprising.
minute. You know,
What's
But
that
that's like
supposed to mean,
that's like
Daniel?
ratio. Is that total uses too?
that's well, the first number is total uses. Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
the 392 is total.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not even seeing South Park on this list, to be honest with you.
Jesus, what day and age do we live in? When I was a child, if we wanted to see swears, we had to watch South Park.
Yeah, they're not even on the list.
All right.
Oh well.
Okay, and getting off that topic, throwing out another movie here. I don't know if you guys have seen it. 10 Cloverfield Lane.
I really want to, but I haven't.
All right, I won't spoil anything too much.
It was okay.
Yeah, I mean, so I went in there because I'm a big Cloverfield fan, and I really wanted to see the Cloverfield monster again.
See, no, I'm totally on the other. I've seen the original Cloverfield. Was not interested in that at all. That was, for one, I hate handycam anything. There's pretty much anything where there's the entire movie shot handycam sucks.
You know, we're recording this on Handycam right now, but even I can agree with that when it's just freestyle
Well,
like
this
that.
This
yeah.
isn't a
Like,
movie.
yeah, you're thinking like shaky cam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. If they can't hold the
Yeah.
camera straight, I'm
That's
upset.
that's my issue with Cloverfield. Like, I don't care what camera you use. You can make a masterpiece on an iPhone, but
It's happened before.
if it's just shaky cam BS,
I've said this before. That's why I hate Battlestar Galactica.
Never watched it.
another prime example.
All right. But with Cloverfield, there's so much stuff going on. Like, they put so much stuff out there that's not in the movie. Like, if you go on websites, you find, like, these hidden, like, recordings, hidden text files. And that's my favorite part of Cloverfield,
The AR.
the AR parts of it. And they continued that.
Really?
Yes, they continued that with 10 Cloverfield Lane. There's audio recordings of, oh my gosh, what's his name?
John Goodman.
John Goodman, thank you. Of him, like, talking to his, like, daughter or something like that. And there's, like, voicemail messages you can read. There was a phone number that someone, like, they went out and, like, they geotagged something. Like, they buried the makers, and someone went out and, like, uncovered it. And then inside the box, there's, like, like message a phone number. That's what it was, a phone number. And if you like message the phone number, it's supposed to be John Goodman's wife from the movie, who you never see, but like people were messaging her. It might have been an email, and she responds back. And that's pretty crazy. And she's like, you don't know my husband. You don't know, like, why is he, like, getting you to do this for him? And that's crazy. That's adding another layer on top of that movie.
That's a really niche audience, too. But there's other... Overwatch does that. Like, Overwatch, I know this is a video game, not a movie, but it does the same way where it releases, like, all the story and backstory and stuff isn't in the video game at all. It's all in the AR stuff. Like,
Yeah, that's cool. I'm for that. I thought that kind of put 10 Cloverfield Lane up there for me for like a best movie because there was so much.
So the movie would the movie by itself stand without that kind of stuff though?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I mean, it pushes it like up, right?
It adds to this experience.
It adds to it.
You feel like you're part of that.
Yeah. As the movie itself, it's pretty good, in my opinion.
It was good.
yeah.
I'll give you that. But I couldn't get past the director. The only reason it wasn't J.J. Abrams, but it was his production company.
Yeah.
But the director, he was founded off a YouTube video, off a Portal fan film.
Yep.
I just couldn't get past the protagonist, the female protagonist, just looking like Shell in that room, just being that fan film.
I
was
didn't
like,
even think about it.
That,
Yeah.
that reminds me of something.
Did not even think about it. Yeah, that's a good point. But the best part of it to me is that it sets up the Cloverfield franchise as not a movie about monsters, not a movie about John Goodman, but an anthology, much like Twilight Zone. And
And I think that's what they wanted to go for.
That's
That's
They just
what-
want to put
big
Cloverfield.
claim.
that's what they're
pretty much
going
anything.
for.
That's
Yeah.
a big claim, Daniel.
It's not a claim, it's what they're going for.
But
It's a claim of what they're going for.
I haven't seen Twilight, so I don't understand the
Twilight Zone, Mark.
Twilight Zone. Whoa,
Wow.
Good stuff.
whoa! Went right over my head. I almost made.
Rod Sterling
Terrible.
would be upset.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm totally on board with that. That sounds awesome. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
on
I mean,
my-
I'm not
my
saying
2C list now.
I'm not saying it's the quality of Twilight Zone. I'm saying it's an anthology like Twilight Zone.
I think that's a better way to handle the franchise stuff too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like instead of trying to make these continuous stories and really like, I don't know, force the brand and just do original stories and within the same universe would be a much better approach to a lot of these franchises. Like they could, like Ghostbusters, they could have kept it in the same universe and instead of doing a reboot or whatever.
Oh, but we'll get to that later. We got some fun stuff to talk about on that subject.
Well,
so if they're
I mean,
so if they're trying to be Twilight, I'm trying to
Is
think
there-
of when they're going to include vampires into the alien universe.
Shut up. So wait, is it Ghostbuster time? Is it time to be mad?
Who are you going to call?
it looks like we've been going for around 25 minutes.
Well, hey, let's keep going.
Okay, I mean, I've got one more to talk about real
Okay.
quick. If we
So-
Yeah, sure.
So we can just talk about our list and make like episode 2 be Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
okay, so
I did not.
does anyone have any more movies they want to talk about? Is this the last one we're going to talk about?
I have one other that I
Yeah,
saw,
I do
but
too.
it's like a fuck off kind of.
Well, mine's also like that.
I've got a big one. I think we need to address the elephant in the room since we're talking about reboots and franchise and all that. I'm gonna bust out the big gun here, which happens to be a Shield, Captain America: Civil War. It worked as an action movie, but it just any more of these superhero movies are just getting so cut and paste. It's getting ridiculous.
The story didn't have any real weight because like constantly they would do because it's supposed to be like they divide into two sides and they hate each other and there's all this conflict or whatever. But in the middle of a fight, they'll be like tearing at each other with using all their superpowers or whatever and just fighting to the death, and then go ha ha ha, just kidding.
That's,
they-
that's
Sorry.
exactly
The
how that
airport-
played out. Thank you.
Yeah. The big fight at the airport is, and like they really
Spoiler
set it up
alert.
so there's like a dichotomy. So like there's like like each team has the funny one where it's like Spider-Man versus Ant-Man. They have like the big serious leaders, this is Iron Man and Captain. They have the two magic users that are emotional over some their own stupid infight. The
Scarlet
magic
Witch
user
and
and
Vision.
Vision. Yeah. They have Black Widow versus Hawkeye. They're both the
Master Assassin.
wear black and assassins. Yeah.
And then you got
but then they're constantly friends the entire time. Like they're
Yeah, you got the best buddies fighting. You got Falcon and War Machine.
yeah.
But it's just, like I said, it's a typical. It's a
The,
good
the only
action
scene that
movie,
actually
but-
has that real feeling that makes it Civil War is like that very last scene where he beats
Yeah.
the shit out of him.
Yeah. So why did you bring it up?
I just, we're talking about franchises and sequels and whatnot. And it feels like we need to address it. It's kind of the elephant in the room for 2016. Right
This
now.
one is
So
the
we're
biggest
gonna-
offender too, because all it is a setup is for like 3 other movies.
Yeah.
It's a setup for the Black Panther movie. It's a setup for the
Captain America
Spider-Man
sequel,
movie.
a Spider-Man
Captain
movie.
America sequel. It's set up probably for an Ant-Man sequel. Like
Well, that was already set up.
yeah, but I mean, all it is just this vehicle to build the
that's all Marvel's
franchise.
doing.
That's all the Marvel movies.
But
Yeah.
hasn't that been the goal of the Avengers since like the first movie?
Yeah, phase
Yeah,
1,
set up
phase
other
2, phase
movies.
3.
Okay, totally from like a corporate standpoint, like yes, that's what they're supposed to do, but like they're not giving us like real original stories along the way. Like they didn't give us any. It didn't feel like Civil War. It felt like petty infighting.
One thing I always remember when I watch movies or TV shows or anything is an episode from Futurama. And one thing at the
The
end
one
of
that
the
makes me cry,
Is that the one with his
No.
dog?
Or the
No.
other one that makes me cry, the
No.
one with Leela.
or the one with his
No.
mom.
No, there's a lot to choose from.
Anyway.
But there's one I don't
a
even
really
remember
sad-
the actual episode. It's just a quote at the end that everything is pretty much the same. They started the episode, they had a conflict, and then everything was back to the same at the end of the episode.
I think overall, all of these superhero films that have come out, Deadpool being maybe on the edge there, have been lackluster.
Yes.
Deadpool, I won't even say it was lackluster. I'd say it's above that. But
Yeah, I'm saying it's
yeah.
it was good to me, but I can see how some people could be tired of the formula, which it kind of deviated from.
Well, it was satire and parody of the formula.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, they're Batman versus Superman. Didn't even see it. I don't care
No.
about it.
I
Don't
did
care to
just
see
pre-order
it.
the collector's edition of that.
course you
just to-
I
just to see it.
heard
That's,
that
it had to be collector's edition.
There's a new director's cut that makes it not shit.
Yes, but isn't that 3 hours though?
I've
From
heard
what
it's
I've
still
heard.
shit after 3 hours.
I'm gonna have to take a shit after 3 hours,
Yeah.
but hey,
But I heard it was good. I heard from friends, but I haven't personally watched it myself.
Yeah.
Which could change.
That's
that
like
says a lot
because
when Matt won't see it.
I
3 fucking
mean,
hours though.
I guess I could get it for free.
No. That 3-hour movies should be devoted to critically acclaimed
Lawrence of Arabia.
Lawrence of Arabia.
That still
your,
was a bad movie.
Your art.
Whoa.
Oh.
I didn't like Lawrence of Arabia. It was too long. It was too boring.
You know what else was a long but hilarious and awesome movie? Was the Quentin Tarantino one, Hateful Eight.
Didn't get to see that.
Nah, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, that was amazing.
That actually came out last year.
It did,
Yeah.
but
All right.
that it's incredibly long, much like Lawrence of Arabia, but not.
I like
But,
how everyone stared at me when I
There's
said
much
that.
more Samuel L.
didn't
Jackson
like it.
in Hateful Eight.
I just watched. It's hysterical. I was watching the new RoboCop last night. I hadn't seen it, so I finally watched it.
What?
Yeah, I know it's a terrible movie, but the entire time Samuel L. Jackson's basically narrating. He's being calm and cool and collective and all that. Very last scene of the movie goes, "This motherfucker," and I just lost it.
Because Samuel L. Jackson did a Samuel L. Jackson thing.
Yeah, but I mean, he's cool, calm, and collective the entire movie, so it comes out of left field.
Yeah.
All right. I guess. Do you want to go with your next one or?
The only other one I have is like a crappy kind of like indie film that was it was a Paul Rudd movie called The Fundamentals of Caring.
That's actually a really good movie.
It was good. It is like a kind of like a hokey Lifetime, very like strong. Oh, look, the message is that handicapped kids are people too, and they should live their life and go to their reach for their dreams.
I think it's well made.
It was though. Like that aside, like the plot being very simple, the entire time it is enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
The trailers give away the best scenes though.
I didn't get to see the trailer.
And then you won. You
Woo.
worked out. But the thing is, it's not an original idea because like Jim Jeffries made a TV show that was based on him helping out his friend that had muscular dystrophy and stuff. Like it's not like an original story, but it was very well told.
Down.
It's a nice movie.
Yeah.
Like there's you can't say anything like really bad about it. It's
I
just
don't know.
nice.
I thought Paul Rudd was funny, and I thought the kid. I don't know who the kid was. I thought he was funny. That was
Greg
good.
Roberts.
Selena Gomez.
Yep. She plays the hot teenager.
She did okay.
She's still a hot teen. I mean,
Well, But yeah, I mean, it was a good movie.
Mark, you're
enough.
not like a dirty old man over there.
It was a good movie.
How old is she now? You got the computer.
She's like
Yeah, you know-
22
yeah,
or
she's
something.
at
She has to be at this
least.
point.
Oh, see, my girlfriend's younger than her.
Well, actually, she was born
well.
in '92. She was born the same year I was, so she's 23.
She's older than
Oh,
I
okay,
am,
see, that's-
so it doesn't matter.
That don't take much.
That's 3 years difference. I'm 26, so
Oh, you want
That's
to
not
date me now? Is
creepy.
that what I'm hearing?
No.
what?
What?
Oh, that was worth it for the reaction.
I didn't hear you.
Anyway,
The
so it was a good
visual
movie.
reaction for a podcast.
Anything more you want to say about it?
No.
Okay.
Daniel, I think you had one more, didn't you?
I do have one more, and I thought it would be fun to end on this one. So
What is it? This sounds is this like some like kiddie thing? Like
No.
Barbie's Horse Adventure?
There's
No.
too much
3.
build-up.
no,
What
it's
is it?
Bratz 2. No, it's yeah, I'm gonna call this one my good try. Like good try at making a movie. The Do-Over with Adam Sandler.
The what?
Oh.
The straight to Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's his new thing. He's got this deal with Netflix
Yeah.
where
That's the only way he can get his movies distributed. I swear
So,
to God. Well,
Okay.
that's not with David Spade.
Yes, it is. So all these groans I'm hearing.
David Spade made another movie? Or
Yeah.
Was it another movie? I've
what's
heard of
another
him in
Adam
years.
Sandler movie?
Oh.
Yeah, so that doesn't
But anyway.
right.
So The Ridiculous Six was the first Adam Sandler Netflix movie.
Oh, God.
You know,
Well, what about the Cobblers?
Yeah, that was
The
actually
Cobbler.
first one.
that wasn't a Netflix one, was it?
I think it came out. It was the first one
got-
distributed.
It's not a
by-
part of his deal, though.
It
I don't
became a part of Netflix because all the theaters dropped it for some strange reason, and then
Yeah.
it just appeared on
Wait,
Netflix
I think we
and
all know
everything
the
else.
reason, Matt. Let's be honest.
Well,
I
what's the
mean,
reason?
he made Pixels, or he was in Pixels, and that was still in the theaters.
Matt grown.
Point being, Ridiculous Six. Everyone called it racist. I watched like the first 5 minutes. I was like, "This is a bad film. I'm not gonna watch it."
But did you finish it?
Did I finish
Yeah.
The Ridiculous
I
Six?
saw
No.
all of it.
You
I
saw
did
all of it.
too.
Yes.
Not
I did
good, right?
too.
Not
It's-
good.
Rob Schneider and DeBuro. That is all.
Oh, I fucking hate Ben Stiller and Rob Schneider. I hate them because all they do is they play like stupid fools, and I can't. I get embarrassed.
Play.
for the
I'm pretty sure
character.
that's actually them anymore.
Yeah.
But The Do-Over. Go watch it.
Yeah.
It's not great, but
But
I feel like it's the cool thing to hate on Adam Sandler. You know, like, oh, Adam Sandler, he doesn't make good movies. Rah, rah, rah. I mean, he's not trying to make good movies.
that's why
He's-
like I'm kind of apathetic about Ridiculous Six too. Is like
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't setting out to do a good movie with that one. He meant to make fart jokes.
Do-Over, not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. I would say it gives me a little hope for a return of like a '90s Sandler.
When he was funny.
Yes, because I
Before the
mean,
dark times, before Little Nicky.
yeah, I mean, Waterboy was good, right?
Oh, if we're talking about,
Madison
here's the
and
thing: if you talk
Gilmore.
about previous Adam Sandler movies, every single one of them has like the same plot structure. Whereas like likable loser finds a windfall and falls in love with girl. Some obstacles happen, and then he solves it. Like hilarity ensues.
I'll take
And
it.
somewhere along the way, Bob Barker beats the shit out of him.
Well, that's just in the one, but
Hey,
Happy
you know
Madison.
what? That,
No, my favorite
Gilmore.
Christmas.
Madison.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy
His
Gilmore,
Production
thank you.
company's Happy Madison.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did that same mistake when I was trying to remember Billy Madison. But my favorite Christmas movie is still Eight Crazy Nights, even though it's
Amen to that.
Hanukkah.
I've never seen it, but hey, it's a Sandler movie. Good job.
Yeah.
So let's end this one here.
Okay.
Um,
The beer's empty anyway.
all right.
Close.
I'm Daniel,
I'm Sheldon.
I'm Matt.
I'm Mark.
and this was The Way We See It.
Why are you talking shit about my mustache, dick?